The thinking which got us out of Egypt won't take us to the promised land. In this sense, the thinking which got us here won't take us there. This next tool we're going to talk about, I got from Dean Graziosi, so lots of credit to him for teaching me this. I found this especially helpful when I try to level up and reach my next level. So specifically, yes got us here, but no will take us there. So if you're ready for your full potential, we have to say no, because this world is just too busy. There's just too many things in a day we could potentially do, but we then end up not working on the most essential things. If we lack clarity or time management, generally speaking, we just don't know what we should say no to. So to reach our next level, we need to unlock our full potential. We need to know what doesn't serve us anymore, what is holding us back, and what doesn't move the needle in our lives. So on these things, we need to cut them off, which we're going on just like a hypnotic rhythm. So it is especially recommendable to do this exercise, the following exercise, in the beginning every month of the first year, and after this every quarter. So find the needle movers in your life and do more of them, as we don't, as I said, we don't have more than 24 hours. We don't have 36 hours or 48, which would be desirable, but we only have 24. For example, what would be the needle movers? Maybe working on a presentation, working on writing an essay or semester paper or thesis, taking an extra class, spending more time in this particular study circle. And question yourself for the next things, whether you want to automate them, whether you want to get assistance, meaning to hand them off, or to stop them entirely. Now, automate them. For me, a few things, like when I was writing my semester papers and my bachelor thesis in German, I am German, but it doesn't mean that I can write in academic German. It took me a long time in order to write in proper academic German. When I then switched to English in my master's, it took me such a long time, or I didn't want to spend so much time as I spent already in German before, to develop my English, my academic English. So I paid for speed-induced Grammarly, which just cleaned up my English and my entire grammar and my super long sentences. So this way you can automate things. Or for another example, instead of always going to the supermarket and buy my drinking water there, I just bought a water filtrage system, which had water for drinking and for cooking, always at hand at home. Now, getting assistance or handoff, consider perhaps, instead of going to the grocery shopping, using an app which sends you the groceries to your house in order to save time. And maybe things to stop. In my case specifically, I stopped watching news, or stopped, for the most part, mindless things. Sometimes I relapse a little bit, but for the most part, I stopped watching mindless things. And in order to preserve the energy, in order to have more time on the actual important things in my life. Now, it will free you up to allow the space to doing the essential things, or to scale them if you already have them. And then the next part of this exercise is, what are the 3 top actions that move the needle most in your life? And this is where we just can anchor in the things we must do more of. For example, like working on a presentation, which I have maybe pushed out so long, or maybe writing an essay and a semester paper or thesis. And in my case, previously, getting the necessary skills to do so, going to all the workshops, to all the writing workshops, going to the regional calculation system center in order to go there and learn how to use Word and Excel and PowerPoint and so on. Taking extra classes in this way, and spending more time in particular study circles, which are working on a much higher level, and which just by default, if I enter their study circles, they will just pull me up, because I can't stay my old me, because these guys are just too good and they're just crushing it. So what are the top 3 things I must eliminate first in my life? So this is it is important to stop doing certain things. And what must we stop doing? Guys, you already know them. You already think about that all the time, but isn't it time to just say no and just stop doing them, at least for some time, in order to see this change? Isn't it time to just say no to things that don't serve your life, your purpose anymore, and just start saying yes to the absolute needle movers, and say yes to your new you in your life? If you have any questions and comments, drop them down below. And if you found this video helpful, then smash this like button. If you didn't, smash the dislike button twice just to be on the safe side. In either case, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell so that you never miss a video when I put one out. All right, catch you at the top.